Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a special Shenmue Dojo stream of Lost Judgment. As ever, I'm Matt, and I'd like to welcome James to the stream as always. How's it going, James?
Thanks, man. All good, man. You?
Yeah, not too bad for a Wednesday evening. I've been looking forward to cracking into this. For everybody on stream, I have played the first game. I've got it right here. Everyone can see that, and James has got all his Yakuza games in the background up there.
Yeah, let's just set that up just prior to the stream. Just
why the hell not? So I'm going in completely blind to this. I've had no spoilers. I know nothing about the story. Nico, thank you for the follow. Welcome as well. I haven't seen you in stream before. So like I say, I know nothing about the story. I know nothing about where we're going. So I'm just going to dive straight in. I'd also want to say thank you to Sega and David Hines for giving us a code and allowing us to stream this for everybody and giving us early access. Yeah. So thank you very much, because quite frankly, we didn't expect to get one at all. So there we are. So without further ado, let's crack on into the game. And straight away, there's a cat. But it's not Mimi.
It's not Mimi. So obviously, we're Shenmue Dojo. You probably don't expect us to be streaming just random games like this, but obviously it's not too random. It's not too dissimilar from Shenmue in the sense that it's a detective sort of investigation game. Obviously, you could say the RGG stuff, Yakuza and stuff, is kind of like a spiritual successor to Shenmue, even though it's probably not the best choice of words actually, because Shenmue is still ongoing. It's not a successor as such, but obviously it's always been compared to Yakuza, hasn't it, since the first game. And we've kind of always defended against that because it's just so far apart from the fact that it's like an open world game set in Japan. And I suppose like this, say like the arcadey stuff, but then I'd say that like Yakuza's used inspiration from Shenmue, that you can just walk into an arcade and play the games, and obviously we've got some of them in Lost Judgment that I'm sure you're going to check out at some point, man.
I told you this was a prank.
Hey up, Sheep.
Hey up, Sheep, I see you. Yes,
and that's true as well, not to mention Nagoshi-san.
People who enjoy causing
wrap up Shenmue 1.
Nico
Otherwise, it's still probably working on Shenmue 1, actually, wouldn't he?
It never been released, would it? Nico saying he wants this game on PC. I mean, I think it should be. It's sad that it's not. But at the moment, I know there's issues at the moment around it going
That's
to PC.
True. That's the one where the guy's agent or something, right?
Yeah, in Japan, the talent agency, for whatever reason, don't want it going to. I think because there's a rival to Steam over there.
We can't just leave this
making it up. But they don't want it going on to PC for some reason. And I just think it's a waste. Like, PC's a massive market.
There's this like, if there's a rival to Steam, it's not like an Epic sort of Steam thing where the guy's agent doesn't want it to go on the Epic store, that kind of thing.
Possibly. Ooh, lovely.
It's nice. You're playing Resident Evil bloody 9, you know?
It sounds like it, doesn't it? It looks like it.
So obviously you've completed the first game, right?
Yes.
And you enjoyed it?
I loved it.
In Japan, 99.9% of
it,
criminal
to be fair.
trials end with a guilty verdict. That makes the odds for a
Just
defense
so
lawyer to
you
get
guys
an
know,
acquittal
like
about
I've
10,000
played
to 1.
maybe 10 hours, I'd say, of the
But I'd
first
beat
game.
those odds.
Very
on a
recently,
murder
actually, I
case.
picked it up for the
It's a hell of an
PS5.
achievement.
I did have it on PS4, but like never got around to playing it.
Unfortunately, it came with a price.
And I ended up actually selling the
Death of
PS4
an
version
innocent woman.
and getting the PS5
The
version.
shadows of
Literally,
truth escape the courtroom.
it was kind of
And
like
when they
a
do,
swap. I sold it
someone
for
has
like
to
the same
drag them
price
back
on
into
eBay
the
as I
light.
did picking that up.
The reality
So
is,
that worked out
the
quite
law is
well.
neither as perfect or as fair
But
as
yeah,
it's supposed to be.
I could see, it's really
so
good.
I've made it my job to give those without a voice.
I can see like the comparisons with the
chance to be
detective
heard.
stuff as well to Shenmue. All good. I'm done.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, bud. Appreciate it.
Hey, Doc.
What?
Man, I'm bored.
Sucks.
How about you hit me with some trivia then?
Combat wise,
That would pass the time.
assuming it's like the first one. They haven't
Come
gone
on,
turn based or
man.
anything
You
like
never know
that.
how long a stakeout's
it's
gonna
brawler
last.
style, which
Even
is great.
Keiko-chan's losing her
Cool,
mind.
cool.
I'm sure she is. Give me a sec to come up with a zinger, okay?
I like that they kind of.
They
Okay,
reintroduced everybody,
sure.
aren't
You
they?
think
Which
up
is
a
good.
tough question.
That's
And
true,
I just
yeah. But
leave you to
I was
your
going to say like
thoughts.
they've had a little
Only
bit
a
of
damn
freedom with
minute.
the
How
Judgment
does that
series,
even
like kind
solve
of like
this
a.
problem then, man?
So it's not too. It's similar to Yakuza, but they've kind of. They're trying different things. Like I noticed you can skateboard and stuff like that.
Kaito-san, I don't think I'm really in the mood for trivia at the
true,
moment.
Okay, fine. We gotta spice this up
I
somehow.
can't actually hear the
So,
sound, but I know what you
Keiko-chan,
mean.
This internet boy. How'd you end up on the raw end of a scam like this?
Greg Chun in it.
How is this spicing
Yeah.
things up? Besides,
does a lot of
we don't
work,
even know
Greg,
for
with
sure
games
if it was a
and
scam
everything,
yet,
doesn't he?
right?
Exactly.
What else has he done? Do we
Kaito-san
know?
here is just jumping to conclusions.
Ooh, I'd have to pull up his
It'll be fine,
IMDb.
Don't worry.
Oh, the quick
At
look.
Yagami Detective Agency, we make sure our clients' hearts are at the heart of our business.
That's so great to hear. I know I hired
It's
just
funny
the
because he
right
actually
people.
looks like the main character as
Damn
well, doesn't
straight.
He does a bit, doesn't he?
Sunshine and rainbows with us.
Okay. He was one of the voices in. I don't know if anyone's seen it on Disney Plus yet, but the new
Let's
Star
say
Wars
he
Visions
always eats
stuff.
fast food for
Oh, that's
lunch.
a big gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think each
but
episode of that
after
is a
20
different
minutes,
story,
done
so
by
he's just in one of the
I
episodes.
don't know. He always
He's
makes me
someone in that, so
worry.
look out for that.
Even his eating habits.
Barbie, Big City, Big
Hey,
Dreams,
big
TV
child.
movie.
How'd a sweet girl like you get roped in by some
work.
dude off the
Okay, I started watching this with my
wouldn't call
daughter
it that
actually.
at
This
all.
Jurassic World Camp
Would you believe me
Cretaceous.
if I said we took it slow at
It's like a new
first?
Jurassic Park
I'd say his
cartoon.
patience
He's
paid
the
off.
voice of Doctor Wu.
Maybe it's hard for you to see, but he is
So,
a
yeah,
caring
he's got
guy.
a massive list of shit here.
So he drags you to the shadiest dive in Colorado.
Goes to Shishima, is it?
Calls it a date?
Oh, is he? You can go to
Sounds like a
Tsushima, I
real
didn't know
catch.
that.
He was just
I don't know
trying
if you
to
recognise
impress
the
me.
names,
He
but
couldn't have known what would happen.
Uchimasa and
Then he
Takahashi.
sticks his own girl with the
Takeshi,
bill?
sorry.
This
Takesha.
shit doesn't begin to describe.
I don't recognise the
I
name,
mean,
but
he
it's
is
been a while
still in
since I played
college.
Ghost, to be fair. Good,
And
great game
besides-
as well.
He
Yep.
said if we didn't pay, they'd call the Yakuza to
Space Channel
collect.
5 VR.
So they bled you out at 800 grand. 400 still to go. For a
It
total
is
of
cheap. It's a very
1.2
good
mil.
voice actor.
It'd be
Oh,
Very, very
practically
good.
impossible to pay all that in one lump sum.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's where
bloody hell, I was just looking
Kosuke-kun's
through his
idea
list.
came in.
There's so much
He
stuff.
said I could make some easy money working one of those clubs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll bet he did. Did he say anything about working with those Yakuza from the start? Guy meets girl, they go out, he
Nier
racks up a
Automata?
tab. Next thing you know, she's on the market to pay it off. Same shit, different day in this town.
Now you're just jumping to conclusions. Besides, a
Cool.
business taking advantage of people like that would have gotten shut down in no time, right?
Afraid not. Some lines the law just can't cross until it's too late. But I do owe you some credit for turning to a man like Gendison.
Talk too much over this intro.
He's been defending the city a long time
Is this
now,
voiced?
and
This
his
bit?
team's
Yeah,
rock
it's all
solid.
voiced.
Yeah, and when things
bit
get too
anyway.
dirty for them, Genda calls in guys like us to clean it up.
Good for you, I guess.
Listen,
It's an
Kiko-chan,
interesting sort of
I hate
presentation,
to be so
actually,
blunt,
this way.
Kosuke's totally been gaming you from the get-go. I'm Until you see that for
1995, hasn't it?
yourself,
Bloody hell. It's a
there's
long
not much
time.
we can
Yeah.
do for you. Ain't that right, Todd?
Let's not jump the gun, Kaito-san. We don't have proof of anything yet. Speaking of which, there's our man of the hour.
Kosuke-kun.
I'm gonna need to follow him. You two stay here. Hopefully we'll get this all cleared
So
up.
imagine this be some sort of
About time we saw
tutorials and
some
mechanics of like following,
Careful.
investigating, all that sort of stuff.
Mm.
Hey,
That's
Todd,
the one.
you read me?
Actually, the one thing I
You
don't
gonna be
like in
okay
games is
tailing
like
this
the
guy?
following shit.
Or do you need the detective?
You kind of got to stay away a little bit.
Kaito-san, please. I could tail him in my sleep.
Tailing,
The manual says to keep your eyes open.
and they keep
actually.
turning around like that. You have to
Yeah.
kind of- yeah.
Ooh!
Yeah,
Someone's
exactly.
behind me! I hide behind lampposts. It's just
Yeah.
one of those things, isn't it?
It's possibly one of the only part of Shenmue 2 I'm not that keen on as well, with tailing Yuan.
It's funny with Rio because he's so fucking awkward. He looks like he's creeping. Okay, yeah, some proper sort of tutorial stuff.
Yeah.
Too close. What's on the menu today?
Probably nothing.
Oh, tying his
Pretending
shoe.
to tie a shoe.
Yeah. And then he's sort of legging it away.
Have you ever had it where you're like just driving and you feel like someone's following you every like road you turn down the same streets and stuff.
They're like, I'm being tailed. What have I done? There we go.
So is this is the one that's set in Yokohama, right?
Yeah, between
We're not in
Kamurocho and
Kamurocho at the moment.
We are in Kamurocho at the moment.
Oh, we are at the moment. Okay, just looked a bit different. This area, I don't recognise.
Kaito-san, we made contact with a new face. I'm gonna get a shot as evidence.
Good call.
Get your camera out.
Okay, we'll see how we go on here. I was never very good at these.
Episode 2, having a good time. If you can get a photo where they're both smiling. Ah, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Kaito-san, just set that photo to your phone. Any sage advice?
Are those the
Yeah,
points that you
I
use to like unlock skills and
It's a
stuff?
Yeah, it's
perfect
experience
shot,
points to like unlock moves
So,
and skills
who's
and
Kosuke's
everything.
new friend? Any ideas?
That's what I'm gonna try and find out. Be in touch.
It's quite amazing with the
Man,
series you
I haven't
choose.
seen
Lost
you in
Judgment.
forever,
You think where it's
Sakura-chan.
come from? We used to wait
It's because
what,
you barely
years to
show up
get
to the club
titles over
events,
here.
Kosuke-senpai.
Now this,
Yeah.
they've now
I
gone on a
probably wouldn't
global
have seen you
release,
today
so
either if I
it's
hadn't
credit to
mistaken
the
someone else for
longevity
you.
of the brand and the studio.
Sorry,
They put out
I've
quality
just been so
every time.
busy.
Yeah,
I know,
and
I gotta make time for
I mean
the
that's
club.
the only reason why I've
I
not
know you've
really
got a
played the
busy
first game yet,
schedule,
was because
But it's not the same without you.
I don't know about
senpai.
you guys, but I was a little bit
A lot
burnt
of
out
girls quit because
because
you stopped showing
they
up.
just all
you know?
came out at the same sort of time, didn't they?
Damn, that sucks.
I think it was
Guess I
6
better
was
make some
coming
effort,
out.
huh?
Oh no, it wasn't 6. Probably 0 was coming
That'd
out,
be great. But
Um,
senpai, while we're on the subject,
and it was very close
Yeah.
to 6 releasing
I
like a
hope
few
you
months
won't
later
do
or something like
anything
that,
that'll
maybe.
get those girls' hopes up.
So-
It was.
Yeah, I started with 0,
But the girls had
and
a few
then
big
I was
fights,
like, oh,
actually.
you know,
All
I'm
that
gonna have to
anger
try and
will
get through
boil
the
over
story
in your
before
direction
6
at any time,
releases.
is all I'm saying.
So I ended up playing them all kind of like back to
Yeah.
back. I played.
Wouldn't want that.
Did
I'll be
Kiwami come
careful.
before 6 actually?
Well, I've got to get going to my
First
next
game.
Possibly. I can't remember.
Okay.
You know, I should have done some
Make
research.
sure you stop by the
before- yeah,
club,
it did.
Yeah, I
Welcome,
thought it did because
Grunt, by the way.
Yo. I think I went 0, Kiwami, and then 2 obviously came after 6. So I ended up skipping 2. I don't even think I got the PS2 yet because it was like quite overpriced. I did manage to pick it up eventually. 40 quid I think I paid, and it was like going for like 100 quid at one point.
When was that?
Quite a while ago now. I'd say a few years ago. I think it's still quite expensive, isn't it, to pick up the PS2 version of Yakuza 2?
I think it is.
So I skipped that. I watched the sort of the catch-up story thing at the start of 3 and just smashed through 3, 4, 5, and then, you know, fucking long games really, 4 and 5 are especially.
Yeah.
And then 6 came out, so I played through that, and I was just a little bit burnt out, although 6 I thought was... I've said it before, I think it's my favourite 6.
I'm beat.
I haven't played. I started Kiwami 2, I haven't finished it. Started Judgement, I haven't finished it.
Guess it's
And I've got 7, I haven't even started. So these are, you know what I mean? These within the last 2 years probably. There's been like 10 games that are all like 40, 50 hours.
They've pumped them out, haven't they? And, I mean, they're all very good games, but they are long games.
They're amazing.
Commitment to get through them all. Retro Godfather wants to see a next-gen getaway. I'd like to see a next-gen getaway because they were really good on PS2. And they were doing one on...
Oh, crap, I don't have it.
Probably nothing.
No, I've run out of Act Casual. And now I'm in the shit.
Just hide then.
Just have to, like,
Yeah, Sheep says he's done 0, 1, 2, 3 and Judgment. Needs to space them out, otherwise they just blend together. They do, because obviously they're all set in the same locations, aren't they? So you're very familiar with the maps and stuff. Which is why they can crank them out so easily, really, because they're reusing a lot of assets and stuff.
it does help,
Wait a
doesn't it?
sec.
And it keeps
That's
costs
Yagami.
down.
He's the detective who
Yeah.
reported Aniki's affair to his old
And
lady.
through my playthroughs, I
Fuck that guy.
I mean,
Aniki
people
got
do,
so
but I don't
pissed
really
he
go
took
through
it
all
out
like, the
on
side
us.
quests and stuff.
Still
I'll just
fucking
do a
sore
few if I
about it.
spot them. I'm not going out my way to find them. And
I'm gonna have a scrap.
Yagami!
I did end up doing
Just
the...
your luck that he
Was it
passed
0
by
with
us
the
today.
real estate?
You're a dead man, bro.
I did all of that.
Man, this neighborhood never
I did
changes,
the-
does it?
Pocket car things.
7's good fun with the business simulator.
7.
Yeah, it's good fun. You can make a lot of money on that.
See, you've done one, man, to get through all of 7, all the Judgment, and you've played 0 to 6, right?
Yeah, played them all.
Yeah, exactly.
Just reading all of this. Quick step. Fighting stance.
Fighting with crane style. Interesting.
So this is new, even a sort of different style. And Sky Dancer is evasive. Okay.
Pretty deep combat system, really, like in the first game, Judgment. They present like a lot of combinations of buttons and stuff.
Yeah, they do. There we go, right, guard some attacks. It's working this out. 1.
It's pretty cool, like running up the wall and popping up and twatting them and stuff.
Do you know what, I found Yakuza 7 a bit of a culture shock going to turn-based.
Do you play turn-based games much, man? Like, is it one of the first turn-based games you played, or are you familiar with that stuff?
Probably the first one I played since Pokemon, if I'm honest.
Okay.
I never got into Final Fantasy.
I've never really liked turn-based games. The only ones I can stomach are Panzer Dragoon Saga, and I was kind of enjoying Persona 5, apart from it just being this crazy long game.
Persona 5 is supposed to be excellent. I just haven't ever. It's on PlayStation actually at the moment. Like if you've got PS Plus or PS4, you can play it for free. I probably ought to get down and do it.
Yeah, it's really good, man. Hey, it is free, yeah, you said that, the PS Plus stuff. Yeah, you should definitely give it a go, man. It's just so massive, it's just overwhelming. Like, I was really enjoying it. I got to, like... There's a weird guy that they start investigating. I think he's an artist or something. I think it's maybe the second part of the game. But I'd already put like 30 hours into it, so I was like, oh my god. Find out there's like 6 castles or whatever. And I'm teamed up to the second.
Because
Guess I'll stop by the Popo.
It's structured, well, Yakuza 7 structured like Persona, in that you have essentially, they're called dungeons or something in 7, where you raid them.
Dungeons, yeah.
It's pretty similar, I think, in that respect.
I'll get to it at some point. Just like I was saying to you before, it's just I'm a bit weird with games at the moment. I feel guilty for playing them because I've got all the stuff I need to be doing. But then, obviously, I kind of procrastinate between the two, and I end up doing like neither. I just wasted my night. I do want to play games more, but it's just sitting down and getting stuck in.
It's hard.
I don't know what it is.
Like adult
I don't know what it is about me lately. It must be. It's either that or it's just distractions, man. Like your phone, you just constantly. I don't know if it's loading or say you're sitting through a cutscene or it just gives you control back. Have a quick look from your phone. I'm not really fully invested in games anymore for some reason.
Too close. What the fuck?
I wish I was.
Oh, I'm in the shit here. I'm about to fail the tutorial.
I've seen you.
Probably nothing.
So suspicious
Yeah,
that I
I'm
run
not-
away and he just walks off.
I know it's a tutorial, but I'm not too keen on this being the start of the game.
Yeah.
The follow mechanic.
I see why, but yeah, it's
Yeah. Getting now 135 hours for Persona 5. Royale, is that the one that it's the same game but they extended even more, like another chapter?
Now.
And these like bits and pieces throughout the game that they added as well, so it's like a bit of a kick in the teeth. You're committed to Persona 5, and then if you want to experience the
I just sent you a new
extras
shot.
content, you've got to
Take a
play
look.
through it all again, kind of thing.
Yeah, I see it. Not half bad.
Yeah.
Huh? What the? Yo, Talk. Be real with me. Kosuke's guilty as all hell, right? That's way too much money to just cruise around with.
Withdrawal for any amount.
Persona's another
Improvement.
game that sort of just took
Gotta
off.
be fair
didn't it?
here.
Like over here, it all of a sudden gained a bit like the Yakuza series. It just sort of gained momentum and is now it's incredibly popular.
Yeah, like I'd never heard of it actually until
No, I hadn't.
Sega acquired Atlas, and then I think it was literally Persona 5 that gave me attention. I think they got marketing quite heavily, weren't they, when it first came out?
Yeah, they were big time. To be fair, they've had a real sort of push on this.
Yeah, Yakuza as well.
Real hard push on this.
Dak,
It's weird, really, when you think about like how Yakuza took off. Was it literally
Not a whole lot
because
right
they
now. He's just wandering around
semi-rebooted
town.
the series by releasing a prequel? You know,
Pretty much killing
Yakuza
time
0 was
like
that
your average
like
college student.
people were able to get
Any
into the
idea where he's
series
headed?
again.
I think Zero was a master
question.
stroke, wasn't it?
Actually,
it
he just ducked into a building. I'm going
broke
after
the
him.
ice, and Zero is an excellent game. It's superb. I mean, I will say this as a Shenmue fan.
Hey, buddy.
That
You new here?
I love the Yakuza games.
You can't just go
They're brilliant.
waltzing in.
And Zero is
And
probably
why
my
not?
favourite one of all.
Because
of
I
them.
said so. That's why. Now
Yeah,
beat
it's
it.
close between that and 6 for me, man.
6 is really good as well, to be fair. I like 6. I like all the mechanics in 6. Like you can go into the gym, you can do what you want. I like all of that.
Hey,
Like the first
didn't
person
I
mode
tell
as
you to
well.
leave? Don't make me call the cops on your ass.
And the
Isn't that a little excessive? All I wanted was
the
to look
second
around.
town.
Well,
the
there's
port
nothing
town
to see here,
is very
so go
Shenmue-y.
look somewhere else.
And you can go up to that temple as well. That's really cool.
Yeah, at the top of the hill.
Yeah, with the cable car.
Yeah.
There's definitely more to this place than meets the
Yeah,
eye.
I agree, Sheep. Got to the point now where I'm considering moving to Japan, and I'm a little bit worried that I'm late to the game because
Suspicious.
everyone else seems to be so invested in Japan and wanting to, go out there and move there and stuff like that. Because I'm thinking of getting one of those like cheap
Hey.
houses that are like abandoned houses that
No
you
way
can get
that's
like a
gonna
massive mansion-sized house for like 20 grand. It's because it's unlivable. But that's unheard of in England, do you know what I mean? And there's supposed to be like thousands of these houses, but I'm not planning to try and do this stuff for like 2 to 3 years, and I'm getting a little bit anxious that like, because people are so, unless it's just the communities and environments and stuff that I find myself in, you know, on Twitter and stuff, that I feel like, and YouTube, like more people are doing it. Maybe they've always done it, it's just I'm noticing it a bit more because it's one of my plans.
Abdullah's never played Persona game. That makes 2 of us because I haven't either.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, with the PS Plus thing, you've got the opportunity to play it for free, really.
Yeah, so if you're going to play it, it's a good shout. I don't mind the search mechanic on this. It is very sort of Shenmue-like.
Yeah, I did this actually recently on the first game where you're trying to find. What were you trying to find? I think that there's a guy in a building. I think you said it was like the start of the game. I thought I was like nearly at the end of the game.
Oh yeah.
You said it's like the first chapter or whatever. I felt like I've been playing it for ages. But there's like an office complex with this guy you've got to find, kind of like this. It's quite tough, really. I think it was controlling the drone as well.
Yeah, you control the drone to fly up to the window to take some shots of who's in the building, etc.
Yeah. The other thing I would consider sheep as tsunamis and bloody earthquakes and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Switch was showing me you can view these maps of Japan of like where it's more dangerous to live than other places. So I was like looking at the low numbers because I don't want to like accidentally, you know, but oh, this house is free. Why is it free? You know, because we're gonna get fucking drowned at some point. And I'm thinking ahead to like housing all my Shenmue stuff. I don't want my house to get flooded and, you know, my landy bust and stuff to just. I'd be heartbroken.
It's alright, I'll look after that.
Would be cool. I'd like to get a Hazuki residence kind of looking place.
Yo, Tom. You hanging in there, buddy?
Kind of hit a wall here.
Out like a Shenmue
What's that
museum.
supposed to mean? You didn't lose the guy.
The other
did
idea
you?
is like
Look,
buying a
my hands are
property
tied right
or
now.
a bar or something
Everything's under
on
control.
Dorita Street. I think that'd be quite novel. Calling it like MJQ or something, or Heartbeats.
Can we drop down here? Yeah, you can. Hear a cat. There are cats.
That got me, yeah. So in this detective mode, there's always cats making noises, isn't there?
You have to try
And if you
find
find them, you get. Is it just more experience, or is there like achievements for finding cats?
I'm
And
sure there's trophies in game for it.
because it annoyed me actually. I kept teaming
hey
this
guys.
cat
Didn't mean to interrupt.
non-stop while trying to find this
Hey,
bloke in
who's
the
this
office
clown?
building.
First time I've ever seen him.
Oh, you see, I'm Kosuke's guest. Guess I took a wrong turn somewhere.
Who the hell's Kosuke?
That's probably why
That's the
Zach
kid
loves
who
this
keeps
game.
hanging
It's the
around.
cats that are in
You'd
it.
think he'd have wised up by now. Wait, then he'd be on the
Hey
fifth
Shenmue,
Yo,
how's
Shenmue.
it going?
So what are you doing down here?
Seriously, it's like you got me lost on purpose. You mind pointing me in the right direction?
Take the stairs to the fifth
Is anyone
floor
picking
and
this
then head
game up
all the
then?
way back.
Like pre-ordered
It'll
or
be in the
Abdullah's
planning
been
to?
playing it, I've
Tatami.
seen that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
Always
not
should have
bad.
known
Not
this
bad,
wasn't it.
Shenmue.
Yeah, so he's
All
got
good.
his.
Before you
Did he,
go,
Abdullah,
need
have you
to
like
verify
paid the
your
80 quid or whatever for
Kosuke
the
give you a card?
advanced?
He should have. Shoot, I
whatever.
can't seem to find it.
Mine was dispatched yesterday from
That's
base.
so.
Mine got
now we
smashed.
gotta
Get it
Yeah.
tomorrow then, cheap, right?
Sorry. I'll be more careful next time,
Channel
promise.
World's not
Yeah, you might
perfect.
do,
There won't
actually.
be a next time, dumbass. We don't carry cards
What, are you on
here.
cheap PS5 are you on, or?
Now who the hell are you, and how'd you get in?
So
Better
just
start
like-
talking.
Here we go. Tell me, what's Kosuke doing in the tatami room?
We're not telling you shit.
Right.
PS4.
So you've got 3 fighting styles, which you can sort of switch between on the fly.
Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I thought we were special getting this game early, but people are already playing it anyway. Is this the first day it's, you said embargo or whatever?
Embargo was yesterday.
Yesterday, okay. So yeah, we haven't, this is literally, we've got one code. Matt's got it here. Matt's pre-ordered anyway, so. It's not like Virtua Fighter 5 where we've got like quite a few codes that we could give some away as well. We unfortunately can't give any of this away, but if you're liking what you see,
Get yourself to buy it.
yeah, go pick it up. Do it on Twitter, tag the that David Hines and then just say that the dojo.
I mean, I'm impressed you got a code. Fair play. Because it was... Tutorial. Damn it, let me fight.
It's a Shenmue spin-off, yeah.
Hurt. With a weapon.
Well, hello there.
Thank you for the host. I need a weapon, damn it.
Cool weapon, yeah. The only thing I've seen was like the weight thing. It seems to have gone now.
I'm trying to grab something out of that locker.
It's like a bloody chair.
Now WWE.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like wrestling.
God damn it, that man's got a family.
The combat is pretty cool. It's
Yeah, it's good fun.
Doc, you good? What's going on?
I'm still in that building with Kosuke-kun. Had a little run-in with some watchdogs. And apparently, Kosuke's no stranger. Right now, he's in their tatami room.
Oh, he is, huh?
What do you think he's up to?
kind of doing everything
Well,
recently, aren't they? Really, if you
man
think
would
about
say
it, because
he's gambling.
Virtua Fighter 5,
If it's a members
Fighter,
only
yeah.
room,
Was
goons posted
RGG.
on every corner. I'm telling you now.
Monkey
you know, you've got
ball.
Yakuza 7, Monkey Balls, or RGB.
Not a bad theory at all.
RGB.
It's like you're
RGG.
speaking from experience, Kaito-san.
Lost Judgment now.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got questions? I've got
The only real Sega released game recently
said we
would
have
be
an
Sonic
intruder.
Colors.
I don't know how he got in.
Say what?
Oh, he booted him in the face.
What happened?
Punt
You
kick.
there? Tell me something, Talk.
What else is coming out Sega-wise?
Hanging out with a bunch of gambling
I don't know
lowlifes.
actually. Sonic Colors
Seeing
has
his
just
kid's
come out.
true colors now, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that.
Don't know.
But let's give him the benefit of the doubt
Football
until he's
Manager?
catching
That's
us.
published by Sega.
Innocent until proven
True.
guilty.
Is that some lawyer creeping back into your detective work? Well, whatever. Just don't get yourself caught. Unless you want a fight on your hands.
Playing bloody Virtua Tennis the
Believe
other
me,
day.
I
I
don't.
kind of want a new Virtua Tennis game.
Oh man, that'd be so good. We haven't had
Alright,
one
let's go.
for a long, long time, have we? So what, I'm sneaking, by the looks of it.
I don't know where this list has come from, but under the to be announced list for Sega titles, they've got that House of the Dead Scarlet Dawn, and it says for Switch and PS4.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if that's been announced though.
Yo, you got a minute?
I know they've got.
I heard we
is
got
it
an intruder
Panzer
in
Dragon.
Let the
they're
others
doing
know for me.
something with that again, aren't they? That's what they're doing in the second game, aren't they?
They're doing Zwei, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so next month, October, we've got Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania
Yeah.
and Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, which I'm guessing is an Atlas title, is it?
That makes sense.
Or is it that one that's based on an anime? Hang on.
I don't know, actually.
Demon Slayer, yeah, I've seen the trailer for this. Is this Sega made? Can't see Atlas name anywhere, which is interesting if so. And then Football Manager 2022 in November.
Football Manager's dangerous, man. I'd never do any work, ever. Like Football Manager. I haven't bought one for years because my life will be over.
They did a free one last year. I think it was like 20 hours free or something, and then you had to start pay for the game. Yeah.
I think it's on Game Pass, actually.
I think I have seen it on that, yeah. And we've got House of the Dead remake at some point this year, apparently.
Yeah.
Which can't be too far off because they've announced that soundtrack for it on vinyl.
Yes, of course.
Which I ended up buying as well.
Have you seen they
I want to buy the Monkey Ball vinyl as well.
You just took the words out of my mouth. That came out, I think it was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting because I did the same. I was going to get the Sonic Colors vinyl from Zavi, from I Am 8-Bit.
Oh yeah.
And I think I was sleeping. I got home from work. I just had a little nap. While I was sleeping, they released the limited edition, and it looked really cool. Like loads of colours, splatter, and they just sold out. Just as soon as I went on the website, they'd sold out, and I was a bit gutted. So I left it. I didn't end up buying it, and then 2 days later, Zavi got a copy. So I'm hoping there's a similar thing. Yeah, hoping there's a similar thing with the Monkey Ball. Because it's in pounds, it's shipping from England, so it's better for me.
Almost there.
Monkey Ball one's weird as well because the limited edition one is like it's like half pink, half white.
Yeah.
For some reason, and the regular version's like banana yellow, and I kind of want the regular version more so. So I'm hoping if Savvy do get that soundtrack, I'll pick that up.
They've been getting a lot of these sort of video game extras, haven't they, Zavi, recently?
It's quite funny, really, how vinyl's kind of took off again, isn't it? Like, just everything's getting the soundtrack now. It's insane.
Vinyl's massively popular. It all sort of come around in circles, hasn't it? Next we know they'll be like doing loads of CD sets for old cassettes. Yeah, bloody hell, 8 tracks.
VHS tapes again. I hope not, because those aren't as good as like vinyl's good because it's. I don't even understand it. How does vinyl work? Does anyone know how vinyl works? The grooves make music. How does that work?
I have no idea. I don't know the technical stuff.
Do you know what I mean? I can understand like data on a CD, so it's playing the data as a file. But this is like literally a needle in a groove, and it's making Shenmue music. It doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, Yagami thinks he's Solid Snake.
Take a nap, bud.
Where's my money that I threw?
Not like that.
What's over here?
Yeah, it can't be vinyl. It just appeals to our demographic, I think, because it's so collectible. You know, it's beautiful artwork on them. Normally, like blown up artwork. You know, sometimes they're double spread thing, and do you know what I mean? And the record's nice.
Just stand there.
The inlays are good, aren't they?
Shut the door
already.
Yeah.
When you get like all the inlay stuff and the artwork in it, as you say.
Even if you're not going to ever play the music, say you've not got a vinyl player or anything, it's kind of like buying a piece of art.
They feel premium. They feel sort of premium, don't they, in the hand?
Yeah.
When you get them through like the data disc Shenmue stuff, they feel nice. It feels good.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, folks.
Like you've got behind you the lithograph.
Everyone place their bets.
Shenmue 1 lithograph.
Never.
You know, little extras like that.
You know you're on a losing streak, Kosuke. Why
It's
not
like buying
be a
art.
good little boy and go home?
Yeah,
Are
exactly.
you kidding?
Retro. You get
just
something
getting warmed
in
up.
hand for your money.
Huh?
It feels good, and
Didn't know
it's
you were such a
substantial.
high roller. Where are you getting all that?
And if you do get the chance to play it, you've got the music as well.
Can't say too much about it.
I do
but
kind of want to. I want to
I
upgrade
got
my
me a
vinyl
pretty
stuff
good
because
hustle.
I've got. This is going back
Another
probably about
girl
20
with
years
stars in her eyes,
when
huh?
my mum and dad,
Jeez,
you know,
go ahead
living
and
with
tell
my
the
mum and
whole
dad,
room.
Hey,
they watched
even
a lot of
secret's on you.
QVC. You remember QVC on TV?
Bloody hell, you're going back now, man.
Yeah.
QVC.
And
hell.
some bloke was like showing off this vinyl thing where you could take records, plug it into a computer, and rip them to like MP3s. That was like the new thing at the time. MP3s were like blowing up, and this is like convert all your old vinyls into MP3 files. So my mum and dad my dad bought this vinyl thing with the intention of doing that. We never actually used it like that. And that's what I'm using at the moment
All right,
for playing my
Kaito-san, you
records.
called it.
But I've just got like a
Kosuke
pair of
just
cheap
blew all
speakers
his
as well,
earnings
like
on
10
show
quid off
off.
Amazon.
Told you.
So I've,
So, what do you say we do?
Oh,
Because I say we cut to the chase and have us a little.
so at some point I would
one-on-one.
like to upgrade that. And probably the record
My
player.
thoughts exactly.
Good. I'll bring the car around. College boys about to learn something they don't teach in class.
it's funny with vinyl. You put the needle down, as Retro saying, you get that little sort of sound just as it kicks in. You get the crackling, and then the first
Hey
track
man,
hits.
hold up a sec. I think you dropped something.
Yeah. There's,
I've got my phone on me. What'd I lose?
it's a weird
Well, it
feeling
could be
to
any
kind of
number
describe,
things,
but
to
there's
tell you
this.
the truth. Maybe your conscience, or even your integrity. You feel like you might have left those somewhere.
Huh?
Oh, I've lost
What's
you.
your
Hang on.
freaking problem?
Does scamming a young lady
My
ring
back.
any bells for
Yes.
you? You've been working with
Bloody
a
disc,
crooked
yeah.
I was
bar
saying
maker
that
for
I think
the
there's
1.2
something in that
million yen
because
bill.
obviously
What the
when we
hell
were
are you
young,
even
vinyl
talking
wasn't
about,
really a
dude?
thing,
Have
you know.
conned so many girls
kind of
you
an-
can't even keep the
Our
scam straight
parents'
anymore?
generation more
You
so.
better back off me.
But there's
I've
still
got the
something
full
kind of
support of the
nostalgic
Dojo
about.
clan on this thing, man. Still think it's
hard
wise
to
talk
describe.
shit?
The Tojo clan.
Like,
Say
dude,
dropping the
opposite.
needle in.
yeah, it's, I don't know, there's something
Pissing
about it,
yourself
isn't there?
yet?
Like, you just drop the needle
You're
and
about
it
to be
starts.
real
It's
sorry,
lovely.
asshole!
The Tojo clan thugs got disbanded ages ago. If name-dropping a long-dead gang was
Oh,
supposed to scare
interesting.
me, I'm not very impressed.
Little bit of a spoiler here. You played Yakuza 7,
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
or
A
haven't.
spoiler for
That
Yakuza 7?
excuse for a
Yeah.
punch told me all I need to
What
know.
you just said there.
Fuck you, man! That last one was just
Which
a
I
warning
wasn't
shot!
really paying attention.
No more chances! The gloves are coming
Not
off right now,
massive,
bro,
but
and you're gonna
it's
get
a bit
fucked
like,
up!
okay.
Yeah.
I hear you, kid. So,
Is there going to be a Yakuza film on this website I'm looking at? We've got Yakuza movie down.
There is
There's a
Yakuza.
to be announced
For
thing.
real right now?
In the works, is that?
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Not heard of that.
You're going
Sega, I'm sure with Sonic and everything else, are wanting to start like their own little movie universe.
Don't say I didn't warn
Okay, yeah.
you!
Good work. Hopefully we'll get a Shenmue movie at some point.
Well, he's dead.
Stomp on his face.
His finishing moves are brutal, aren't they?
One thing I'm excited for this game is the Master System collection that they've been touting.
Hey, Yoshiro-san! Over here!
I just
Please,
love stuff like
You
that.
gotta help me!
It's interesting
Coach,
they've decided
what
to put it in.
This guy
Obviously, they
giving you
know
trouble?
this kind of game is popular.
He just started wailing on me all of a sudden!
Maybe more so
He
than
did.
just releasing it on a disc.
But what's your problem?
Master System collection.
This gentleman you're harassing.
I think would
is
work.
my
I don't know
client.
if they've not got plans to do anything like that. Do you think
That's
like
a Tommy
no,
room term for
Master
gambling
System
addicts.
mini?
Sort of getting the
Gambling.
Master System games in games
Who
like
told
this
you
are
about
popular,
the
just
tatami
exposes
room?
that back catalogue, doesn't
People
it? So
only
they
get
make that
yeah.
sort of thing
need.
viable. And also for people
And
like
I
us who
see
grew up with
something
those
for you.
systems.
Look,
It's a cool
I don't have time to play
throwback.
around right now.
I wonder if.
Too
I
late,
haven't heard, but I
asshole.
wonder if M2's worked on
You
the
just signed
ports
up
or
for a
whatever.
beating.
Possibly, I don't know.
Master
Them,
System games,
them
or
two
they've
did
literally
some
just.
really good work, didn't they? Especially on the Switch.
Yeah, the Sega Ages stuff. Yeah, man, the Retro Godfather, there's like about 12 Master System games, I think, and there's a pack that you can download as well as DLC. And the cool thing is, in Japan, you know the Mega Drive Mini, you know the fake tower. It's got like 32X on the Sega CD or whatever. Mega CD. They're doing a Master System, what's it called, like base converter, whatever it's called, for the Mega Drive Mini. And they're doing little cartridges, Master System cartridges, of the games that are in Lost Judgment. So what they want you to do there is like use your Mega Drive Mini, pop this Master System base converter thing on the top, and obviously as you're playing the games in Lost Judgments, it's kind of like a nice pretend you're playing them kind of thing. Like most things, I rewatched this as well.
I want to get to sort of exploring the town a bit and play some of these mini games. See if we can play the Master System.
I tell you what I do want.
Now you're really
crazy expensive. I was telling Scribe about it. I think Taito are releasing like a mini system, and it's like obviously like the Astro City Mini, like an arcade thing.
Oh yeah.
It's got a ton of like classic Taito games on, and there's also a trackball controller. So I was saying to Scribe, like, you remember that Sega Sonic? You use the trackball.
Oh yeah.
I reckon because that's a trackball controller, I reckon you can emulate that on this arcade thing.
Oh, he's running up the wall. Glad this is on rails a little bit, because otherwise I'd be fucked.
This is what I was on about, by the way, guys. So yeah, if you check that link, Retro Godfather, so like I was saying there, it's like a little accessory for your Mega Drive Mini, so you pop that on the top, and all these little cartridges that are included. It's actually auto-translated here, it says NX packages specifically produce 9 types of my cards.
God, these QTEs feel like Shenmue. Split paths.
Yes, this is what they said. So enjoy while playing Lost Judgment. So it says in Lost Judgment, it is announced that many masterpiece software of Sega's fourth home-use TV game machine Master System can be played in the game.
Come on, Kosuke.
This product is a miniature version of the original cartridges of all the titles that can be played in the game.
You can't help yourself,
size
can you, Tom?
Mega Drive Mini.
For being a lawyer,
if you display them side by
like
side during play, you will feel even more excited.
A lawyer?
You'll feel the same as Yagami.
Fuck are you, a lawyer?
I just love shit like this, man.
Yagami-san, you're not really a detective?
I'm a detective, all right. As for the badge, I still have a license to practice, so I hold on to it.
Is it safe to assume then you used to work at Genda Law?
Yep. Hit the nail on the head, actually. These days, he hands off the
getting
gigs
on
that
with
are better
Kenna?
suited for detectives. Like
Good, actually.
Now it's
Yeah.
making
Played
a
for
little
about
more
5
sense.
hours, 6 hours of it.
Did you catch all that? Kosuke-kun?
Quite like it. Waiting for the
I've been
story.
seeing like all the
Well, if
good
you want a
9 out of
closer
10s and 10 out of
I'd
10s
be more than happy to
on
accommodate
Twitter.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, care to go for a ride? We're gonna be buds, Kosuke.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Time out!
Between playing Kenna and this, I've got plenty to be getting on
Get
with.
things off me!
Yeah,
I swear
man,
this is all a mistake!
Did you get Sonic Colours in the end?
Not yet. I'm gonna have to
John,
pick it up probably next
don't
month.
let these assholes con you! Believe me, I didn't do anything wrong! Who the hell are these thugs?
Monkey Ball, yeah, in
Is
October.
Yuko-chan?
Well...
My name is Keiko, you jerk! And you think I trusted you?
Oh, he's been busted.
Here's the deal, Kosuke-kun. First, you're gonna cancel her debt to that bar.
But that's not even my call.
And second, they'll be returning every yen she paid. Plus a little extra for us having to deal with your bullshit.
You're out of your freaking mind! Do you even know who you're...
I have a pretty good idea. And I don't think very highly of con artists who prey on innocent women.
You tell him, Talk.
Hey! That's my phone!
Dial up that bar for me, would you?
What bar?
Drop the act, kid. That scam is the oldest trick in the book.
You don't have any proof.
Proof? Do we need to spell it out for you? We've got you by the balls, you little shit.
Who even are you people?
Some of Kamurocho's finest. The Yagami Detective Agency.
You mean you're detectives?
It's in the name. Smart guy, huh? Everyone in town knows us.
They do?
You're goddamn right they do. Don't talk like you've never heard of us.
Give the guy a break, Kaito-san.
Everyone knows
Still
them. It's
getting our
like,
name out there.
how did he not recognise him?
Yeah.
No.
It's like, do you not know who I am?
Yeah.
Look, I get what you're after, but give it up. That money's as good as gone. The guy who runs that bar's ex-Tojo clan. I wasn't lying when I said he's Yakuza.
Yeah? Well, I used to roll with the Tojo myself. I might even know the dumb bastard. You know he's all bark and no bite.
It's pretty cool how it's all
Tojo clan got
interlinked
disbanded.
between like this and
But
the
he's
Fuse
still a
games as well.
criminal! Just because his clan
Interlinked, but
broke
it's
up
its own
doesn't change a
separate
thing!
story, which is really
Ridiculous
good.
ex-Yakuza strutting around, flashing a pin that don't mean shit.
Still, even an ex-Yakuza is dangerous, right? Are you sure you'll be safe?
Yeah, got this under control. Danger is our specialty. So, which numbers the bar keeps?
You really shouldn't.
Still worried about pissing off an ex-Yakuza? I'd worry more about the one right in front of you.
Or would you rather try your luck?
Let's just text me the draw for the next round of the cup.
Yo,
Oh, who've you got?
what's up, Kosuke?
Brentford.
Hey,
really?
Chief,
It's pretty good actually because
you wouldn't happen to be back at the shop.
there's a lot
would
of prem teams in the
Yeah,
the
I
draw.
am.
Brentford's not a bad shot really.
Find yourself a new chick, huh?
Their new stadium is quite
Keep
nice.
reeling them in, don't you?
Brentford's
Yeah.
Not exactly.
No?
no West Ham beat Man U.
At least you still got Keiko on lock. Yeah, these broads will do anything if you know how
Wolves
to
lost
squeeze
again.
them
That's
right.
a pisser that is.
You could make a
'Cause obviously,
fortune milking her.
Wolves is kind of
Bastard.
quite close to where I live.
Wait a minute, though. What happens when Keiko
Maybe
brings you
about
the
40
money?
minutes away, Wolverhampton.
Oh,
So there's a couple of people
That's
in
simple.
my work that are Wolves fans.
Oh,
take
yeah.
the cash off her hand. Then we slap
So
on
it's
a
always
last
quite
minute
fun
late
to,
fee and send her sobbing all the way to the soap
Bit of
plant.
banter with them.
Right.
Oh,
Sounds
did
we
it get
got
to
it all
penalties
figured
though?
out.
They lost on penalties.
Wait. Why'd your voice change all of a sudden?
Took you long enough.
Wait up. Who the hell is this?
I suggest you remember this voice.
Did
Because
Brentford
I'm
beat
about to come knocking.
Oh.
And this time,
Oh yeah, that was last
you'll
night.
be the one paying the
They
price.
they beat Oldham 7-0.
Holy
Brentford did.
shit.
Bloody hell.
You're kind of
7-0.
insane, man.
Sorry to break this to you, Keiko-san.
What
Kosuke
league's
Kun
Oldham in
had you
now? Is that
fooled.
League One?
No matter what lengths
League
you went
Two,
to
League
for him, all he ever thought of was using you. You were just an easy mark the
We
whole
got
time.
knocked out at QPR.
Don't get me wrong, Keiko-san. This did start out as business, but
Oh, you
now
did?
I've seen...
Yeah, we got knocked out
the
last
light.
round against QPR.
Yeah.
No.
QPR just beat
That's enough out
Everton
of
last
you.
night, did they?
Yeah, on penalties.
You don't mind as much like losing to a team like that.
Come on.
You know, they beat Everton,
Let's
so
get you
it's not
back to
like.
Genda's before the fireworks start.
Last year we
Trust
got to
me.
the quarter
If had
final.
Be
Everton-
safe there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We always get to like
You
the
wouldn't want
last
to see what we're gonna do
16
to that place anyway.
most
It's
years.
gonna get ugly.
You mean you're going to take them on alone?
That's
was the best,
always
like,
how it
that
goes
one
down
time we got-
for some reason.
We did Bolton
Let's go,
5-0 in the
Keiko-san.
semis.
Genda
This is
Sensei's
the
office is
FA
just up
Cup.
ahead.
I actually went to Wembley for that. And then the final we lost to Man City, I believe. Yeah.
Where are you going?
Is it letting me go anywhere? Can I get in the arcade?
Ooh. Oh, I thought you were going to get on the bike then.
It may not let me get round to the arcade. I can climb my car.
I'm interested to.
Hey,
is
that's a good
the
idea.
master
We're
system
gonna
in
drop
the
kick.
office, is it? Or is it? Has he got a house?
It's the office.
Okay.
Just giving it a go because I want to get in the arcade.
No, it won't let you yet.
No, not yet.
I do find this a little bit annoying at the start of these games, how it's always... Obviously, they've got to for new players, but every single Yakuza game...
This is Genda Law, where I got
it's
my
always like
start
a
as
little
lawyer.
tutorial, isn't there? Like an hour's
Yeah,
worth of tutorial.
I
The
get.
owner, Genda Sensei.
But like,
like a
having
father
played
to me.
the majority
He's
of
been a
all
well-respected
these
figure in
games,
Kamuja
I'd
for
like
years.
almost like a very quick just
Genda
reminder,
Sensei.
and then away you go.
Yeah.
Where is everyone?
Oh, Saurakun and company are down at the courthouse. Those two are always putting in a hard day's work.
It's good to see you.
I believe we met the other day. It was that con artist case. How'd it go? Did Yagami get that solved for you? He goes all in on his cases, but that's about his only redeeming quality.
Yeah, he's really gone above and beyond.
Sorry to impose, Genda-sensei, but can Keiko-san stay here a while?
Fine by me. It was getting a little too quiet around here anyway.
Wander around. Golf clubs and stuff. There's shit in the office, isn't there?
I was on the Master System.
So, you want me to
It's in
stay here
Yagami's
until
apartment.
things calm down?
Must.
You sure
Oh,
that's
it is,
safe?
is it? Right,
Yeah.
okay.
We'll be back before you know it.
That sounds fine.
Speaking of which,
What year is this set
rare
in?
to see the office is empty.
2021.
You guys working a big case?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just a big
Big enough
retro
to keep
gamer then.
Saori-kun and
good
Hoshino-kun
lad.
out of trouble, I suppose.
It's not a murder case, is it?
No. It's an anti-nuisance ordinance violation.
Huh? Oh, you mean...
It's a groping case?
She's a smart one. This happened 2 months back. Some good Samaritans at a train station pinned down a groper who was trying to make a getaway. Wouldn't you know it, the culprit was a cop, of all things. Makes you wonder what this world's coming to. Naturally, the press had a field day with it. It was all you saw on the news for a while.
That'd be like quite a big thing in Japan, isn't it? On the like a
Oh, yeah, I
rammed
remember
train or
hearing
whatever,
about
just some
It was all
groper.
over the internet.
And you don't know who it is
Anything that
because that
stops the
rammed.
trains during rush hour makes the news.
It was all they talked about. Probably because he was a policeman.
The judge is handing down the verdict today, and I don't expect he'll be pleased with it.
Bloody hell.
Every answer he's given has been, I don't recall. Like that'll do him any good.
Stop that man! That man's a groper! Stop him! Stop
I
him!
quite like this, like, the way it's been shot, actually. It looks like it's a proper, like
Yeah, like a
on,
news
on
thing.
TV news thing where they've actually got proper footage of it. It's well shot. It's really well shot, actually.
He put his hand up my skirt!
You know,
You're wrong! You got the wrong guy! Stop struggling, asshole! Let me go! The cops can check your hands to see if you did it or not. Be here in a second now, so just chill out!
And they blurred out faces.
Are
yeah.
you filming this? Put that camera away!
Ehara-san, do you mind sitting up straight in court, please? A bad attitude isn't going to do you any favors.
Posture.
Does it even matter? It's over. The verdict has already been decided.
Your demeanor still has consequences. The worse things are looking for you, the better an impression you need to make.
Leave an impression. Huh. Well, if I were the judge, I'd be happy about having an easy day on the job for once.
This is no time to be cynical either. Besides, the judge hasn't...
It's decided. Guilty is charged. This also means it's almost time for the curtain to fall until the grand finale.
What?
And so, Let's get this show on the road.
Interesting.
All rise.
What's he mean by that?
Shit's hitting the fan, probably.
Well, like I said, we should have a verdict coming down today. We only really needed Saori-kun at the bench, but Hoshino-kun insisted on joining her.
Truth be told, I still can't tell when he's trying to help or when he's trying to impress her.
Then he'll need to pull out all the stops. Saori-kun's no slouch. Plus, she's got ice in her veins.
Speaking of, how'd you end up on the hook for defending an active duty officer?
Well, another firm had it on their plate first, actually. Comro PD, they have their go-to guys. The plan was to get a confession, earning the defendant a nice retirement package and a simple case dismissed.
You mean he'd be found innocent?
Bottom line, yeah. On the condition he left the force anyway.
Correct. But the plan fell apart when the cop kept insisting he didn't do it, in spite of the evidence stacked against him. So, once Comro PD's lawyers decided to throw in the towel, the case went straight to Saori-kun, who just happened to take the call.
Makes sense.
I'm sure they'll be back soon if you wanted to stick around.
I would, but I gotta tie up a few loose ends. But let us know if any new requests come in.
Restless as always. You ever heard of a vacation?
Game opens up a bit for you, man.
Yeah,
That's exactly why I turned my hobby into a job.
Arcade a bit.
Besides, I like staying busy.
Fine. You never did listen to your elders.
Anyway, I shouldn't keep Kaito-san waiting. Thanks again for looking after Keiko-san.
Alright. I do like that it loads quick. Oh, it has opened up a bit now. Right. Balls to this. Time for the arcade.
I wonder if we can go to his apartment yet, do you think? As well. Let's see some Master System.
Town go, what the hell's that? Oh, it's like your stats.
Yeah. This was a bit overwhelming, to be honest, at first. I was looking through this. It's like the same stuff when you start eating at the restaurants, and it's like...
Save.
It's like a checklist for like, go and eat everything at every restaurant.
The map. Where's his apartment then? His apartment's down there. I'll go to the arcade first, and then I'll see if I can...
I just say Smile Burger.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's like a nod to Shenmue.
Alright, so what have we got? Got Super Hang On.
Nice.
Motor Race.
That was in Judgement as well, wasn't it? That
Space Harrier, darts.
Yep.
Down here.
It's a very similar arcade actually to the first one.
Yeah, and they got some grabby machines.
The Motor Racer.
Right, so let's play a bit of Hang On.
Did you played that Motor Racer much, like?
No, I haven't, to be fair. Let's go on here.
I do like when they give you games that you probably never played before, because there's a lot of like classic Sega arcade games that, you know, crying out for like a port or something you've never ever seen in your life. Scud Race and that sort of stuff.
What's... Oh, no, I don't want to exit.
I love the Super Hang On music. Yeah, there's supposed to be Virtua Fighter 5 in there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Outrider Crisis as well, nice song.
There we go, right.
Don't forget you've got like another button, I think, for Super.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that is, mine, but great.
I think you can do it now.
change.
Nice.
Ah, there we go, got it. And then crash. Great start. Well, at least I know what the button is.
Yeah. I'd have a restart this, see how far you can get.
Right.
It's really good when you start fucking going dead fast. I love it, man.
Oh shit, there you go.
What makes it super hang-on. It's a shame really, because I reckon if we'd have got, you know, Sega made Shenmue 3 and that sort of stuff, we'd get
all this sort of stuff.
We'd have gradually got better, yeah. Different types.
The arcade games were particularly bad. I quite like them, but
no, exactly. Yeah, it suited the game.
I would have liked
rural villages and stuff.
Yeah, I think the Sega games have a certain charm to them, don't they?
Yeah, they'd definitely have like this one. Maybe even like one of the original Virtua Fighters, I reckon you'd put in there.
Quality. Virtua Fighter 1.
Yeah.
Oh, bang! He's dead.
Yeah, exactly. Retro. That's what I mean. Just it's good seeing these old arcade games that you probably never played in your life, or you can't play anymore because the arcade machines are long vanished.
Yeah, just disappeared off the face of the earth, haven't they?
It's one of the things that I hope Sega do more of. I know we got the Astro City Mini, but I feel like it wasn't as jam-packed with arcade exclusive games as it should have been.
Right, let's have another go. Now I know what the bloody buttons
are. Yeah. They've got like a wealth of classic arcade games that have stayed in the arcades. The worst one for me is Virtua Cop 3. How that didn't get a port on the Wii.
Oh, I have no idea. Virtua Cop 3 is really good. I played it in the arcade.
I keep longing to see the arcade machine of it somewhere. Used to like the bullet time pedal thing.
Yeah.
Shoot bullets.
That was cool. Right, there we go. Taking a risk there, almost went to a barrel.
He should be good at this, you know. Peter Wilson. To be fair, mate, we've just played like nearly an hour and a half of the main game.
Yeah.
Story and.
So now I'm just saying, fuck it, we're having a bit of fun.
Then looking forward to like the arcade and Master System stuff, to be honest.
Did it again.
Hello, William as well. William, sorry.
Good to see you again.
I bet you get that one, won't you? Saying William.
Pounding it down now.
Good afternoon. Are you from America then? Maybe, possibly?
Your Dojo stream that we weren't playing old school arcade games.
Exactly. You've got to have a go at Space Area, just.
Just for tradition's sake.
Yeah.
Oh, I just about made that.
Would see home port of Daytona 2, Scud Race, Virtua Cop 3, Indy 500. I don't think I've even heard of that one. Indy 500. Ooh, have I can picture a big car.
Oh, I can.
For Indy 500.
Well, there's a more recent Daytona in arcades, isn't there? Like a few years ago they released one.
I did play that actually. There was one in the traffic centre. Manchester.
Well, that was far better than my last go, so.
Scud Scud Race I've never played. I don't think I've ever seen a Scud Race.
I've never seen a Scud Race cab anywhere, actually.
There's another one as well, like Sega TV Race or something.
Yu Suzuki did that one, didn't he? He made that.
What, the one I've just said?
Yeah, the TV race one. I'm sure he made that. Oh, I get some experience. Excellent.
That's cool. You know, Sega, I'm just looking at the list of like arcade stuff. They've got probably about 40 mechanical games. And I could imagine them have been in like Biley Village and stuff.
Yeah,
so we could get like
yeah,
mechanically style games. We could got a couple of them.
Right, let's have a bloody look. Okay. Runners, you're missing out, man. If you haven't played Yakuza, they're really good.
Right. Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Oh, this has got the rapid fire on it.
Nice.
So,
is it reversed?
No, it's all normal. Oh no, it is. It's inverted.
There's a button you can just press, I think. Mid game. Is it not just square now or something?
It might be. Let's try again, because I pressed the wrong button to exit. Fucking.
Oh, Yusuke was involved in the Scud Race as well, was he? Yeah, let me have a quick look.
Let's try again.
Man, this. Oh, here you go. Indy 500. Let me have a look at that. Oh, it wasn't what I was thinking actually. I was thinking of more of like a.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
There we bloody go. Right.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've never seen that before. That machine. There's one I was thinking where it's like a proper car, like a Toyota religion thing. So going through the list, virtual racing, virtual fighting, Star Wars Arcade, I would have liked. Is that the original? Yeah.
Star Wars Arcade.
Yeah, they did a second one that I really enjoyed, where it's like a bit like a virtual cop thing, but not. It's like with a joystick.
Oh yeah,
that one. Like the final thing is like a lightsaber fight with Darth Vader. Really good.
Get ready.
Daytona, you were saying Desert Tank. Did we ever get that?
I don't remember getting that.
Virtual Fight 2, Virtual Cop, Virtual Strider, Wing Walk. What's that? So we have got that. Fight Vipers, obviously we did. Manx TT Superbike.
Manx TT is a good game. I love that.
I like that. Yeah.
You get the sheep, can't you?
Yes, yeah. It's a car. Mobile bike. Sky Target, I don't think we've got bought with that. Oh, we did, sorry, yeah, I've got that. No, I've got that on the side. What I was thinking of was, is that even Sega, the one I'm thinking of? Sega.
Die! There we go.
Blade, yeah, we got that. Some Scud Race is one that we didn't get.
Yeah, they never converted Scud Race to Dreamcast, was it?
Oh, it says a Dreamcast port was announced for the system's 1998 launch lineup.
Oh, was
the tech
it?
demo was shown. Yeah, the port was cancelled.
Shame. Oh shit.
Get ready.
Planet Harriers, yeah. That's that Sega Ski Super G.
Right. Let's go and see if we can play some Master System games.
Remember that there was I don't know if it is that one, but there was that skiing game back in the day. Where there was like a.
I vaguely remember.
You remember seeing that in the arcade? Yeah.
The scoot around with it.
Sega Touring Cars, we've got that. Sonic the Fighters, we've got. That's in this actually, isn't it? Sonic the Fighters.
It is, yes.
Which would Fighter 3. Wave Runner, what's that?
bit like Wave Race, I think, on the old N64. Sounds like a similar sort of thing. Right, here we go. Let's go and play as some Master System games, damn it.
Nice, nice, nice. Motor Raid, never heard of that one. Motor Raid. Oh,
Race.
Of course, yeah. That's the one that's in this game, isn't it? Motor Raid. Right.
Oh, hang on. Sonic the Fighter might be in here.
Firefighting arcade game. I remember that.
Fighting Vipers. You've got Fantasy Zone. Virtua Fighter 5.
Play that one.
Sonic Fighter. Yeah, we're going Sonic the Fighters.
Top Skater. I remember that as well. Remember this Harley Davidson game?
Yes, I do.
In the arcades. I remember playing that.
Punch Block.
That never got a port then.
I'll work it out.
Water Ski. Jurassic Park. There was a light gun shooter for that. That never got a port either. Love this game.
Just good fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you die, Knuckles. Nobody likes you.
Yeah, I mean, out of the games PC, you'd think they'd have ported that one. Unless there was like some sort of licensing thing. They kind of have to pay the licensing fee again to do it on a console, I don't know, port it. Zero Gunner, did we get that? Was that the one that's... Oh, yeah, that's Dreamcast, okay. Which one on? Daytona 2. So we didn't get a proper port of Daytona 2?
No.
Did we? What was the one that was on the Dreamcast?
It was a Daytona game, but I don't know if it's Daytona 2 per se.
Dynamite Cop, we got that. Fighting Vampires 2, we got that.
Yeah.
LA Machine Guns, that was on the Wii.
I am still playing Lost Judgment, sort of. I'm in game.
Yeah. Spy Cow was on the original Xbox. Right. I think it was a different game though. I feel like it was a bit more of a Streets of Rage style game, Spy Cow. And then the one I played on the Xbox was a bit different. Star Wars Trilogy Arcade, that's the one we're on about. Ocean Hunter. Don't think I've ever seen that in my life.
There you go. Dreamcast Daytona 2001.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Peter, man. I did, mate. I played that. Literally played that in Sega World. That's kind of weird if you think about it and as a kid, I've touched that. I'm not saying my DNA's all over it. That sounds wrong, but it's just weird how many people, have probably touched the same machine back in the day. I know Miles Prower did from the dojo. Stuart Peacock, he played those games back in the day.
Wow, bastard.
Because I remember there was this game, the Sonic King of Fighters, right next to it, so that was there. There's something next to that as well, I can't think, but then Sega Sonic was here, and I feel like it might have been overlooking the escalators a little bit, and then to the right of that I can picture like the car setup thing. Would that have been Daytona possibly, or would we have had F355 back then?
Possibly. Would Outrun 2 have been in the arcade at that point as well?
No, I think that came later, man. This is like 96.
Okay, yeah.
But Ferrari might have been there. It might have been just because obviously they ported to the Dreamcast maybe like 3 or 4 years later. It could have possibly been. I'm just picturing a stack of like cars, like maybe 8 linked up, so it could be Daytona. Sega Sonic was near the exit. Was the exit the same as the entrance? because I feel like it was one of the first things I saw. Is it the same exit as the entrance? When I went, they were like a bit dodgy with the price thing. I think I went twice. I think the first time you paid, say, 20 or 30 quid and everything was free. And then the second time I went, or it could be the other way around, I think you had to pay to get in and then pay to play on the machines as well. So it was like we were there and my dad was a little bit hesitant to like, because you know how bad arcade machines are at
they take
swallowing
your money like anything, don't they?
Yeah. So it'd be like a quid a go every time you're playing, and you've already paid like 20 quid to get in anyway. And then you have to pay again. I think you have to pay to go onto like the rides and stuff. So I never went on any of the rides. I think they were like a £5 each.
Right, let's have a look in here.
But I did get a few things from the shop. This is a house. Oh,
Here
nice
we
one, the
are.
Master System.
I like the TV next to it as well.
That's cool. What's it say on the TV? I can probably.
Can you see that?
Video 2.
Ah.
Yeah, I've got like a Metal Sonic statue thing, which I could go get actually. And I've got a pen actually that says Sega World on, and it's one of those pens, you know, where you tilt it, and there's like there must be like water inside or something, and the thing like. Remember those pens where you turn them and the image changes?
Fucking Alex Kidd of all games.
I love the vibe. I love how the screen's slightly tubed. Well, CRT, you know what I mean? It's. Is it floaty?
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't do it, man. I picked up that new Alex Kidd. They've just updated the game actually. Updated the controls, and I just said like a bit of a joke thing. I can finally get past stage 1 now.
I finished the
it's
bloody
just
game.
so hard to play.
Oh, you can do all of that. I like that.
That's cool.
How do you power up the fucking ring?
But Alex Kidd, it's one of those games where if you watch someone playing, you're like, how the fuck are you so bad at this game? And then you play it yourself and you're like, oh my god, it is quiet. He just doesn't stop moving, does he?
Fucking doesn't. Ah, no!
So slidey. Just played Sega Touring Cars and Crazy Taxi in arcade today. That's interesting, man. Where was that? What arcade was that in? I don't know if it's the same game, but obviously we got Sega Touring Cars on the Saturn.
Yeah, it was. The Saturn conversion's like slated.
Good or bad? Or slated means bad, yeah. I tried to play it and I was thinking, I don't remember it playing so bad. I didn't know if it was my setup, like there's an input delay, or the fact that I was playing it on a Japanese Saturn, so it was like 60 Hz, or these HD Retrovision cables or something, but it just felt super, super fast. Like, I was constantly just crashing into the walls like that, but bang, bang, you could never...
So how do you get more games on this, and do you find them in-game, or what? I imagine you have to find them, or buy them.
Just like randomly around, or you can maybe you can go in a shop and buy them.
Possibly. Switch to Japanese version. What does that do?
How cool would it be to have like a?
It's like the Japanese, like screen.
Okay.
And then you got like the Japanese version of Alex Kidd, international version.
Alex Kiddle.
Ah.
Very cool.
Very nice. See,
in the equipment.
Got the vinyl.
It was one of those runners where I didn't know if that's how the game was meant to be played, or it was just something to do with something. I don't know. Because I do feel like I've played a few games on the Saturn that are booting in 60 Hz and they feel a bit sped up or something. I don't know.
I know Sega Touring Car in the arcade feels so much different to the one on the Saturn. The Saturn one's really hard, really slidey and really hard.
That must be what it is. So that is like what I'm saying, where you're just crashing into the side wall all the time, and then you go to the right to try and get back on track, and you go straight into the right wall. It's like really difficult to play.
What else have we got on here? I'm just wary of the time as well. No, we're going ages. Batting centre. Shops. Drugs. Mahong. People to talk to. Yeah. Bar. Wow, this is going to take up hours and hours of my life. No complaints whatsoever.
Just unlocking Master System games would be fun. That's an incentive, isn't it?
Abdullah,
unlock gradually, or you find them or something.
Abdullah, if you're still in chat, how do you unlock them?
I was trying to find that TV racing game we're on about.
Hey, honey. Okay, you have to eat when you. They do need a PC release. I completely agree.
Steep Slope Sliders in the arcade.
I don't know. Steep Slope Sliders is good. I had the demo on one of the Saturn discs. The Saturn magazine. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah. Number 7 on it. I know it was Flash. Sega Flash 7.
That was it. Sega Flash. That was it.
That was when I'm literally nostalgic for that demo disc. It's weird, isn't it? These days, I don't even think you can download demos, can you? There was a time where you could download demos on the Xbox Marketplace and that sort of stuff, but Sega Race TV.
I've still got those demos. They're in my loft, I think.
Yeah, they're really cool. Same with the Dreamcast demo discs. I've probably played some of the games on there longer than I have the actual game.
Right. I'll go to the back.
Remember
and then I'm going to call it.
Remember the Dreamcast kiosk?
Oh yeah. Sega Flash Forward Die Hard Arcade. Yeah, that was it. Love Die Hard Arcade.
Jumbo Safari. That was a game I was always intrigued by, that Jumbo Safari. The same with the emergency one, like the firefighter one. But Jumbo Safari is actually released on the Wii, and it was like not what I was expecting.
Here we go.
Power Stone. Has anyone ever seen that in the arcade?
All right.
It's supposed to be an arcade game. Can't say I've ever seen that in the arcade. Somebody Amigo. I do feel like I played that in the arcade.
Yeah, home run.
That's one, man.
To be fair, this is the first course you can do, so I imagine.
What's that? Never heard that before. Ninja Assault. Arcade game. It was released on the PS2. Developed and released by Namco and Sega.
Nice.
I didn't realise Alien Front. You know Alien Front?
Yeah.
Only released in America on the Dreamcast. I didn't realise that was an arcade game as well.
Didn't know that. 7, that's not too bad.
I was just playing. Where's the Sega TV thing? What year was that released? Retro Godfather. Oh, 2008.
Just before you, Suzuki, left Sega or got booted or whatever.
This was the only game Yu Suzuki was successfully able to complete after his departure from Sega AM2. The other projects that he worked on were at Sci-Fi and Shenmue Online, never released. Sega Race TV was Suzuki's last game with Sega after he established his own studio, WiseNet, subsequently retired from the company. So WiseNet's been a thing for like quite a while then, 2008.
Long
So I know he was called Digital Rex at one point, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Right, I'm going to call it here, I think. Save up.
Something I'd like to play. That's one game that they should release. Wonder, obviously, I was going to say, I wonder who owns the rights to that. Obviously, it must be Sega, right? But if Yu Suzuki designed it, is there a way you could imagine getting something like that in Shenmue 4?
Good, very good. Right, I'm going to call things there, I think, because I don't know what time we are. Yeah, I've got to let the dog out as well. Poor thing.
Okie man.
Right, thanks everybody for dropping in.
Done.
I just want to say thank you again to David at Sega for giving us the opportunity to have a code. James and I are definitely back on the 4th, Monday the 4th of October for Shenmue Day. So book that in your calendars. It is a Monday night, so we might keep
What
it.
day is the Comic Con thing, man? Is that before or after the 4th?
It is after. It's on the 7th of October, which is a Thursday, and it's at I think it's 10:15 UK time to start.
Okay, so we'll remind you of that on the 4th, if you come back on the 4th. We've also got Tokyo Game Show coming up as well, that we probably won't stream, but it's just something to be aware of.
Sheep's asking about Nintendo Direct could announce Shenmue on Switch. That's been rumored.
Is that tomorrow,
years.
is it?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
I'll watch that anyway.
When's
the Tokyo Game Show?
Yeah, Tokyo Game Show is
30th
the end
to
of the
the
month.
3rd. Interesting. I'm looking forward to that.
And then, as for the coverage of the anime panel, we don't know what we're going to do yet because it's behind a paywall. So
Yeah,
if anybody
because
wants
you were on about wanting to stream it somehow.
Yeah.
But obviously we're not going to stream the video footage, but we could perhaps stream the audio maybe. That might be okay. I'm not sure.
We're still working it out. If we can get away with it, we might do. But I don't want us getting shut down.
Do you reckon audio would be okay?
I don't
Streaming the audio.
Well, possibly. I think the thing will be is whether it's encrypted. Because I know if you watch like stuff on like iPlayer, the football player stuff, it encrypts it so the screen doesn't come through, like on Streamlabs or something.
Okay.
So I'll look into it because we've got a virtual ticket, so I'll have a look at it in the day before it happens, look at some of the other panels, and if we can do something, then we will, but we can't promise anything. We want to try and
If not,
record
we'll
it.
get news out or something anyway.
Yeah,
I was thinking screenshots should be okay, so we'll be taking screenshots probably for Twitter. I wonder if they'll show a trailer. We might just get like a trailer that's pumped out somewhere.
Yeah, if
for
we
the
do.
anime anyway.
We'll work
And
it
we'll share
out.
that,
So
of course.
keep an eye on our socials, and thanks everybody for coming in tonight. We will see you on the 4th. Have a good rest of the weekend. I think Zach's back on Saturday, so if anybody's around, do tune in for that. And all that remains to say is thank you, good night. Get your saxophones out as always because it's a tradition. Shenmue Dojo tradition, of course.
Yes.
And I will see everybody on the 4th. Have a good one, guys. Take care.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
巡る季節の中で流されそうになった時もきっとこの気持ちだけ甘い香り残すよ背中から聞いたこと泣きたくなった祈りにも似た想い抱きしめて I wish you will always be by my side いくつの夜を越えても眠れずに膝を寂しさ